So I want to explain to you the different types of insomnia so that you can start to understand what type of insomnia you are experiencing. So there are three main types of insomnia, and the first one is what we call primary insomnia. Now, primary insomnia comes in three different forms. It might be that you struggle to get to sleep and you spend hours tossing and turning, unable to drop off. It might be that you wake during the night. It could be that you wake frequently or you just wake once, but you struggle to get back to sleep from that waking. Or the third type of primary insomnia is that you wake early in the morning and you are unable to get back to sleep. So that usually is waking around 4 or 5 in the morning and is often accompanied by feeling quite low, quite sluggish, certainly feeling like you haven't had enough sleep. Then there is secondary insomnia, and secondary insomnia is insomnia that is caused by something else. So that would be things like the insomnia being a side effect of medication. It could be a side effect of a mental health issue or a physical health problem. Or it could be a side effect of something like pregnancy or menopause. So secondary insomnia is where the insomnia is secondary to another cause. And then finally we have what we call Sunday insomnia. And Sunday insomnia is when we just have 1 or possibly 2 nights a week where we struggle to sleep. And most commonly that's a Sunday, as people are worried about going back to work and thinking about what the week ahead will hold. Now, if you have a meeting, say on a Wednesday, that you really worry about, then your Sunday insomnia could happen on the Tuesday night. But the point being, it's just 1 night where you struggle to sleep. So there's primary, secondary and Sunday insomnia, so you can work out what type of insomnia you think you have. And then there are 2 forms that the insomnia can take. One is acute insomnia, and that means that the insomnia happens in a short spell of time. So it might just be 2 or 3 days, it could be a week or even 2 weeks. And acute insomnia usually happens when something big is happening in life. So if you've got something big going on at work, if there's been a complaint or some sort of issue, if you have a big presentation coming up. And you can also experience it in relation to like a life event. So things like bereavement, the loss of a loved one, things like illness, anything that feels difficult. A relationship breakdown, for example. So acute insomnia usually gets better on its own and you just kind of have to ride it out. It's not pleasant, it's not enjoyable, it's quite disruptive, but it passes on its own. Chronic insomnia, on the other hand, is where insomnia has been going on for more than a couple of weeks and it's taken a toll on your health and your well-being. So very often it's significantly affecting your functioning in everyday life. And chronic insomnia can come in spells. Sometimes you can have good patches and bad patches, or it can be a continuous experience. It's different for different people, but if it's been going on for more than a couple of weeks, and very often it's when you can't identify a real cause, perhaps you can trace it back to an acute episode, but it's continued long past when you would normally expect it to end. That is chronic insomnia. So if you're experiencing primary insomnia, which is either struggling to get to sleep, waking during the night and not able to get back to sleep, or waking very early in the morning and not able to get back to sleep, and that insomnia is chronic, so it's been going on for more than a couple of weeks, I would advise your next step to be to use my self-assessment tool, which is a tool that is basically my assessment tool that's put online for you to use quickly and easily to start to understand what it is that's causing the insomnia that you're experiencing. And then I would really encourage you to sign up for my free workshop, because in that workshop I'll talk you through how I go about helping people to overcome that long-term significant insomnia. It can be overcome, but we have to use the right tools for the job. So I would encourage you to sign up for that workshop and let me talk you through that.